Hey, wonderful teachers, time for another Buzz Tip of the Week. I wanted to piggyback off of what we talked about, or what I talked about in the meeting last Wednesday about making sure that you have the due date and times set correctly on homework assignments. That helps Taryn out in the homework cafe, and it helps out the other teachers, and it keeps the stress level of our students down, so that that you pull over a homework assignment and you don't update the due date and time and it says it's overdue, and they're like, what? No, this wasn't there. And then Taryn sends an email out, and then everybody's like, okay, what are we doing? So just to remind you, so whether you are going in and creating a homework assignment this way, adding it in, and then whatever you happen to be doing, make sure you do set the due date and time. So if this class is at 3:30, homework cafe is 4:30, which means homework's going to be due at 5:30 p.m. Make sure you can have it p.m. or a.m., so we want to make sure it's p.m. if it's in the afternoon. Click Allow Late Submissions. Make sure that Dropbox is set to multiple documents and that it's in the homework category, and then click Save. Also, don't forget to put instructions in your homework assignments. That's always a nice little thing for the teachers and Taryn and the students to know what's going on with the homework. Some of us might have students that are doing the same thing over and over again. So we've saved this particular homework piece so that we can just drag this over and pop it in there. But you do want to make sure, so continue working on the figure drawing 4 to 5 different poses for the instructions. This was done back in September of 2017. So we want to update that. Go up here and click it. Click on the current year, the current month, and the day that it's going to be due. So if class again was at 3:30, homework cafe is at 4:30, homework's due at 5:30, allow late submissions, multiple document set, and homework, and click Save. So this way it's all updated for the student. If you have a bunch of those that have dates in them already because you made up that homework assignment, you're like, oh, this is a great homework assignment, I'm going to use this for a couple of students, or it's going to be a repeat assignment for a particular student, you can actually go to My Library section, and when it loads up, you can actually change the dates on that stuff. Okay, here you go, just because I have a lot in my library. So I have my content pieces. Where'd they go? Here they are. So under my homework, I can easily open up that drawing homework, that figure drawing homework, and go into the settings, and then I can click the due date off. So that way, if you pull it over into the class, it doesn't immediately pop up on the student's to-do list, because this has happened with Taryn as well. A teacher pulls that assignment over, hasn't had a chance to get to that due date yet. They've literally 5 minutes into assigning that homework, and Taryn sends an email because she's checked in that first 5 minutes. So it can be just that quick. So you can go into your library, the My Library section in Buzz, and click that due date off. So you can pull it over, and it's not going to pop up on the to-do list when Taryn is trying to check them. And then you just save it that way. So then when you pull it over, and I will show you this as soon as it finishes saving. So now when I go to pull over that figure drawing homework, and then I go to type it all in and get it going, the due date's no longer there, but the multiple documents for the Dropbox and the homework category are still there. So I just now need to click the due date and the time. Again, class is at 3:30, homework cafe is at 4:30, so the assignment's due at 5:30 p.m. Click Save, and that is it. If you have questions or if you need any help with this, just let me know. Happy charting!